You want this one? I've got two. I can give you one. You can pick the rambunctious one or the really pretty quiet one. Your choice is yours. Oh, hi, everybody. I'm just giving away my cats now to four strangers. It's going to work out great. Fuck off. All right. Welcome, everyone. Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's me, Bear the Gen X GM, and we're going to boldly go where lots and lots of people have already gone before. Obviously, Star Trek role-playing. Okay, dude, seriously. Pick a direction and go in it. This cat wants a lot of attention. I just fed them, trying to keep them away from me for the stream. But apparently, they figured out how to blackmail me for treats, which is just stick their claws into my shin.
That's a good tactic.
That is a good cat. Yeah.
Leave me
That's
alone.
a good cat.
Sounds like a typical kid.
It's a cat tick. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're doing cat ticks. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Crafting Gamer. Mike, I don't know if you're here, Mike Dimart, but thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. Guys, if you're on my stream and not on Mage's Musings or GM Cody's or Gaming with ADHD, remember, there's a new rule in place, which is you can buy anybody a reroll for a $2 super chat. So, if you really want to see them do something cool, and they fail a roll, you can buy them a reroll, and we're happy to give it. And, if we ever come up with any other ideas of what you can pay money for, we'll turn this into a complete war fest. And I'll just pour myself out for you.
But we don't use money in Starfleet.
Yeah, that's bullshit, and we all know it. We all know it. We don't earn money in Starfleet, I think is what you meant to say. But again, it's got to be on my channel. Please don't be doing it on Cody's or Brian's or Sean's. I mean, you can if you want on their channels, but it will not buy them rerolls because I can't trust that they haven't worked out some secret arrangement with their friends to,
That and Bear is just a greedy bastard.
My inner heart is Ferengi, so there you go. You know what it's a great thing, and we got to do it and make lots of profit. But that's beside the point. Can I force them to roll? Can we force them to re-roll success for 5?
I guess we can now.
I was going to say, he said new options would be coming.
10. Now, if you checked out the previous 2 episodes, we saw the pilot episode where we introduced the crew and they all got together and found out not all of them get along. And then we did the first episode, which was part 1 of this Web of Darkness story, wherein what happened. I'm going to leave it up to the players to refresh us and tell us what happened in the last session. Oh, who wants to boldly go on that one?
I can barely hear.
Yeah, I know.
Captain's log.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, captain's log. Go, Captain.
I thought you were going to make me a captain's log.
No, why would I do that?
You told me that last time. You said you were going to write it.
I lied. What do you want?
You totally...
I was full of shit. What do you want?
I would love to read it.
He probably would have wrote one if you...
Yeah, if you had told me, I would have written one.
Says the guy who asked me, did we do this thing in the last session before we started today? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Don't bullshitter.
I have a lot.
All right. What happened last session? Come on, who's got this? There's momentum on the table for the group. If you work as a group and tell the story, I'll throw momentum in. Bunny, we're having a hard time hearing you a little bit, so try and point your head.
You put it all the way over there. He's not having it in the center.
Yeah, that's a bit better.
Thanks. Hello.
Okay, so hello. So what happened last time? Who wants to take us in?
We were sent to the Coriolis Expanse. Is that what it
Nope.
was?
It's a good start.
The Areola Expanse.
The Areola Expanse. It's where all the space boobs live.
Space cities.
Someplace in the neutral zone.
Anomaly.
Carstairs Anomaly. That's right. We were sent to the
Carstairs,
Carstairs Anomaly, which is essentially on the neutral zone between the Federation and Romulan space. Great place to, smuggle stuff back and forth. Mm-hmm. And we were sent to investigate something. We found an alien vessel of some sort with a giant tear in it. We landed our shuttlecraft, went in, started exploring. Something went a little sideways, so we decided to go back to the shuttlecraft. It was not there, along with Lee. So we've got to find Lee. It's my one friend.
What friend?
The guy that doesn't hate me like the captain does.
You? You hate him? You're
At least that's the impression I get.
Watching that, it was like Captain Novak was kind of. I expect to have War 5. Like he was like kind of up his ass on a couple of
9.
Yeah, Warp 9.
Maximum warp.
Yeah.
Get ready for Warp 9.
Die.
But suddenly the ship was basically dead. Eventually it came back to life, and the gash in it started repairing itself, and it started draining all the power from pretty much everything. That's what I remember.
And then what happened? We left on a cliffhanger. Anybody remember the cliffhanger?
Did he shoot up the warp core or something?
I was supposed to.
You vented plasma.
Plasma.
Yeah, and it and the ship took it and reverted, turned it back on you. You, where are you? There you are. Is that you? Yeah.
No, other way.
But for me, he's up there.
I know, but other way. There you go.
That's so confusing because on my screen it's this way.
On StreamYard, it's weird.
Okay, well,
you guys just found out that doing the plasma
and the ship healed
was a bad idea, and so but you couldn't communicate that information to me, so I vented the plasma, and we're about to do something to the plasma. I don't know, we're going to blow it up or something like that, which probably will destroy the Sojourner.
So your thought was that you could use the plasma to break free of the electrical energy suck that was happening to your ship. And the way you were going to simulate a Romulan plasma torpedo was to vent drive plasma towards it and then use the navigational deflector to ignite the drive plasma as a makeshift attack. As you were preparing to do that, Lieutenant Trow figured out, wait a minute, that's what the Romulans did, and it blew them up real good. And just as he went to call you guys to say, don't do it, he was a microsecond too late. He rolled a shitty roll. And you guys had ignited the plasma, and we left on the great cliffhanger of all that plasma energy being converted into a single beam flying straight towards the Sojourner. So that was pretty much a group effort, except for Shauna and Cody said nothing. But as a result, I will still give you guys group momentum. And you get 5 to add to the pool tonight, Cody.
Yay, 5 momentum. I need my character sheet.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like
that's
we're walking
home, have roll
folks.
20 open is because your characters are up there as well, right? So basically for tonight, I'm going to let anybody who wants to use actual dice to roll their stuff, I don't mind. But if you want to use the roll 20 to roll, that's fine. I've got it open in another window too, so don't worry about that. There we are. So, any questions before we begin from the we just saw previously on Star Trek Sojourner, and now we're about to and now the continuation. But before we get to that moment of continuation, we'll treat this like that little moment where you guys get to basically talk out of character and figure out some stuff or anything you want to have. Now's the time to ask before we.
I found Nevaeh, yay!
So
congratulations.
Yeah.
Actually, Bunny gave me this idea we were talking about afterwards, which would be, what if we shut down the power to the ship, and so it's no longer taking our power to power itself, and maybe that will essentially make it shut down.
That's interesting. You have to deal with the attack coming straight at you first.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah. Okay.
If you survive that, you got some idea. Yeah.
Are our shields up right now? I don't recall. I would imagine so because we were in red alert.
I thought it was eating the shields and you were at 8
that's
80%
right.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? We got anything else they want to say or talk about or do?
Is there any way to redirect? Okay, so you're saying that there's actually, because last I remember was just that we had vented the plasma and I didn't know we had ignited it, but you said we did. That's cool.
Yeah, I just watched it.
Okay, great. And so I don't remember there is a beam coming right.
The plasma energy was ignited and coalesced into a beam that is heading straight towards.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And as the last words I said were, and engulfed the Sojourner, but we can do a little bit of misery on this and say he didn't get out of the cock-a-doodie car, and say, well, maybe something otherwise will happen. And that was just one of those serial of the week type moments for everybody watching.
Right.
To believe that.
And what does this beam look like? Does it have any familiarity?
Death. It looks like absolute death. It looks like the destruction of everything you love and care about. No, it's converted plasma, right? So it's like supercharged. It's like, imagine if you created a plasma laser for lack of a better term. That's what's happening to you, right?
Okay. Is there any antidote to plasma?
Can we buy? Hang on a second. The really important question just came up, which is, can we buy momentum and threat with super chats? Yes.
Oh no! Fuck you.
Yes, you can buy both with super chats.
No.
And Buddy said, "This is not going to be PG-13. Fuck that." No.
Is it supposed to be?
Well, it's
Star Trek. It should be family friendly.
Well, not in the modern age. Sheer fucking hubris. But the point
watch
being,
Lower Decks?
Well, no, they don't drop any F-bombs on Lower Decks.
They bleep a lot of F-bombs.
Oh, they do.
You know what they're saying.
They could be saying pie for all we know.
But it's also a cartoon, so there's a difference.
So what was that? Sorry? What was that, Bunny? I missed that.
Oh, I said it's a cartoon, so they're allowed to do that kind of thing.
Exactly. Jesus, Brian.
They can say
the rules, Brian. It's a cartoon, Brian.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. $2 will buy momentum. $2 can buy threat. Let's make it fun.
No, why can't it be like $5?
Oh, no.
Okay, fine. $5 can buy momentum and $5 can buy threat. Bunny has spoken. So there you go.
Rules of acquisition 257.5. Money platinum can be spent on threat.
There you go.
Yes.
$5 crushed platinum.
Yeah, well, okay. So before we turn this into hey, everybody suddenly becomes Ferengi Raiders. So do we have any actions or plans that we would like our characters to have done before we hit play, i.e. simple things in relation to the immediate threat, not I wanted to have built a device that will allow me to
Well, yeah, I mean, I
Brace
obviously
for impact.
I obviously want to find some way to keep the beam from hitting the ship, but I don't.
Sure.
But I'm not technical enough as a human, not as a player.
What if we
as a character
took the shield harmonic phase converters?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like where you're going.
To absorb the plasma.
Hang on. Keep going.
That was pretty good.
It was created by plasma. So if we could take this plasma beam and redirect it through the shields back at the ship, can we do that?
Cody. Actually, the shield phase harmonics are attached to the warp core coils, and therefore would force the ship to overload the warp engines, at which point the warp core would have to be ejected. Without shields, that ejection would then result in the immediate destruction of all things within a 1 astro unit measurement, sir.
That sounds like some Geordie level bullshit. Works for me.
Yeah.
Too bad Chuck is down here with me on the alien ship and can't communicate to the ship, to the Sojourner,
and has no idea what's going on.
Wait, I thought we were still able to communicate with the Sojourner.
No, that was the point. I was trying to tell them not to fire up, and then I got cut off.
Communications have dropped. That's the problem.
Did we also mention that the shuttle is gone?
Oh yeah, the shuttle's gone. And the shuttle pilot's gone.
Is my bad.
All right, I'm going to hit play, and we're going to see what happens.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I wanted to because we never really touched on what happened after I mind melded with the ship or whatever the hell I did. Except for the fact that because you had me roll and I think I got a crit success or something, but we never really touched on what happened after I achieved it.
Yeah, we did. You felt a presence within the ship, and it all coalesced into one word, and that word was feed.
Oh, I thought you had me roll also to see if it can overtake me.
No. Oh God,
okay.
no.
Okay. Well, I wanted to have.
I am a full tilt boogie prick of a DM. I am the biggest dick GM you'll ever meet, but I didn't even go that far on this one. Come on.
Okay.
I need you to feel good about using your psionics so that later I can lull you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, got it.
And destroy you. Exactly.
Yeah. So the only thing I can say is I want to reflect the beam back to the ship somehow.
Okay. So we pick up. This beam has hit the Sojourner. It's rushing around the shields. Consoles are sparking and popping. That noise is ripping through the ship. The lights have dimmed all of a sudden.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was that, Cody? What the hell are you just?
You got it. Oh,
synchronized lurching.
Everyone's been thrown around. Conan crawls back up to the tactical stations, like shields at 30%, as the ship is shaking. And Captain Novak, all eyes are turning to you for what should we do? And what does he say?
Reverse the polarity.
I'm gonna reverse your polarity in a second here, lady.
Read the chat.
Yeah, so I think that shut down all non-essential systems, including shields.
So here's the thing, and I'm going to give you this one for free. I would understand if you said shut down all non-essential systems and put them into shields, because if you drop your shields, you're naked to that beam. And that beam, that'll cut you like a laser.
It's still going. It's still, It hasn't diminished at all.
It hasn't diminished yet. So you're right in the moment of it happening, like that type of situation. So it hasn't had a chance to cool off or anything else.
Okay. So then, the shutting down everything except for the shields, or putting them into the shields.
Okay. Kim is no longer allowed to talk. I just wanted you to know that.
The warp core.
Jesus Christ.
Actually,
So Muse is doing that, and Konam's like, shields now at 55%. It will not last, Captain. And Muse is like, this beam is continuing, Captain. It is not cutting out. It is now increasing the power back against us. If this continues, the ship will be destroyed.
Can we get out of here?
Not without power. And if we bring up power to lower the shields, we will be destroyed.
My memory of last time was that we couldn't even get out of there if we wanted to. Is that right?
Well, you were being drained by the thing. So as you tried to pull away, it was going to drain more energy from you. Now what it's doing is you put so much energy into shields, it's blasting you, but at the same time, those lightning bolts are still pulling energy off of your shields. And that's all the hints I'm giving you. If you want to make rolls for suggestions, you can do that, or you can,
Yeah.
If any of the other players have an idea that the experienced Starfleet captain may think of, you can always spend momentum to help each other out. It exists as a currency for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, Coleman threw up a $5 super chat on Cody. Is that on Cody or is that on?
I think that's on mine.
There it says, could it not be rooted into the warp nacelles to power the warp core? Interesting. That's an option. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
That's something.
At least he didn't try to kill us.
Well, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, G. Karenko, but thank you. Sour the milk. I saw this episode, says all ones.
Oh, yeah. Sour the milk. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So maybe it's the rules of the game. I don't know, but how do we go about getting Captain Novak to actually be able to solve this problem?
Well, there's the super chat for $5 that says that's an idea he could have. He could easily have said to himself, you know what, channel all into the warp, and see if we can drain it into the warp engines. Mm-hmm. Certainly, the warp core will power most everything else on the ship at that point in time. So if you can find a way to convert that into power, that would work.
You can also spend momentum for information.
You can spend information for momentum. Yeah, momentum for information. Absolutely.
And how does one do that?
We have 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you spend 1 point, and I'll give you one freebie of you could try this, and then you can decide which one you want to go with, the warp core or something else.
And also, real quick, this is a little bit out of character. Zane, don't forget, you're the captain. You have access to everyone.
No, I don't.
No, the people on the ship. You have
everyone on the ship. So you can call down to engineering. You can, I'm not on the ship, but there are still engineers. There's whoever my second in command is for engineering.
Lieutenant Sovin, who is a Vulcan engineer. There we go. Lieutenant Sovin is the second in command of engineering.
Yeah. Right. See? So take these things. Don't think you have to do it. Think.
So then
your first move. Okay, so let's break it down, guys, because you can tell they're all nervous, right? This is how good the last one ended. Look at them; they're all I want to save the ship, but I don't know what to do, which is a great. That's Star Trek in and of itself. So let's recap really fast. By making the move of transferring all ship's power into the shields, you've bought yourself time.
Right.
Okay. You're not a stupid man. If this thing was siphoning power off of you, and it is now amplifying and returning more energy than that you sent at it with the drive plasma effect, it must be draining itself because it's not pulling that energy out of subspace. Well, it could be maybe, but probably not. So there's going to be a time limit on this. So your goal is to survive this moment and figure out a way to do so. How you do that is up to you. So one of the ideas on the table is you could transfer the power to the warp nacelles. One threat to block communications with a dampening field?
He's buying a threat.
He's buying a threat. He's
wow. So I'm going to be spending a threat. So as you go, engineering, internal communications were blown out by the initial shot. Sadly, you cannot communicate with anybody off the bridge right now, vocally.
All right. Well, definitely let's spend some momentum on this.
Okay. How much do you want to spend? You can spend up to, I think it's 2 or 3 at a time.
I'll do 2 then.
We'll say 2. Okay, so grab 2. What are you looking for with your 2 momentum?
Suggestions on how we can, again, preserve, keep the ship alive for as long as possible.
Survive the moment. Okay, Cody, you have something you want to offer?
Yeah. Well, the other thing you can do is you could create an advantage. So you could create an advantage. You have to come up with what that advantage is going to be. Just like if Bear uses threat to create a complication, just like all ones create an example complication, you can create an advantage of some sort. Now you have to come up with a creative way of what that advantage would be. But you can do that as well to kind of counteract some of the. Okay,
so the advantage would be that
maybe the engineer, the chief engineer, obviously not Chuck Davison, but the second in command is on the bridge. You could say he came up to the bridge,
or Captain Novak has experienced something like this in the past, and there was something that he did wrong or right that will lead to his understanding of this particular situation.
Okay, so the advantages during the Dominion War, when the Breen superweapon was killing power to all Allied ships, on the ship you were on during a Breen attack, you guys figured out a way to use that energy to jumpstart all your systems and get nominal full power back and get the fuck out of Dodge, because you knew it wasn't going to happen a second time and you were going to get shot to shit by the Breen, but it was something. And it's sort of similar to this idea of energy exchange and what have you.
What energy was that we did that to get out of there?
The Breen super weapon. If you in DS9, for those of you who haven't watched DS9, the Breen enter the Dominion War with a weapon that can shut down Federation and Allied ships, and only one Klingon bird of prey is immune to it. So they adapt everybody's engines until they figure out a way to counter the Breen weapon. So we could say you guys basically just took a moment, absorbed that energy through the deflector dish, and used it to convert into actual energy for your group. For your ship.
These are the settings that we used against the Breen. Let's do this, and I go over somebody's shoulder at the con.
Muse is there with the
Enter these values into the computer, and
so as the ship's shaking, and like I said, you got the red alert going, and smoke and sparking, and no reports coming in from other decks because internal communications is out, sadly. Basically, Muse looks and she says, "I believe this will work, Captain, but we're going to have to withdraw quickly once we do." And she begins cutting in all the stuff. And I'm going to make you roll because it's your idea. You get 1 bonus die for Muse helping you out, and you get 1 bonus die for Sovin the engineer helping out. So you're rolling 4 dice. You're using your command. Plus, what's the engineering? Is it called engineering or is it called technical? I forget right now. I don't have a character.
Engineering.
Engineering. So it's going to be command plus engineering is what.
Wait. No. Command plus. Well, command is a discipline like engineering.
Oh, okay. So what's the attribute we want? Reason.
Yeah, I'd put it under reason.
I'd say reason plus command. Do reason plus command.
Okay, that's a pretty good combo for me.
So we've got 7, 3, 12, 15, trying to roll under 14 is your target?
Oh, is that how that works? Okay, yeah.
So what's your reason plus your command? If we add them together, what do we got? 14. So that's 3 successes, which is 1 more than you needed. So you can either have a mitzvah of knowledge for that extra success or throw it back into the momentum pool.
We'll put it back in the momentum pool.
Cody, add 1 momentum back to the pool, please. As basically... everything, like every light panel on the ship blows. Like the ship is going to be in pitch darkness for a while, other than like control panels and consoles, as basically you start channeling this beam back in through the navigational deflector and then down into the warp core, and then converting all of that into power for the ship, at which point you turn around, you bark at helm, go type of thing, and they basically shove the ship into reverse at full impulse.
Commands.
And basically just like almost like Tokyo Drifter out of the situation, and get her out to a range of about 15,000 kilometers, which is a safe range from that ship. And then everything just goes boom, and you're running on batteries and emergency power.
Okay. Now, do I have communication with the engineer now?
No, you're running on emergency power.
Okay.
But the engineer's like Sylvan's standing there, and he's like, Captain, it would be best if I were to go to engineering and oversee repairs. We will find a way to get communications back online.
Yes, please proceed.
And he just goes into the Jeffries tubes, and off he goes to climb deck to deck. Thank God she's not a 30-deck ship. Now, meanwhile, back across space on the derelict. You had been trying to get through, and there's no signal. All of the energy...
Come in. God damn it.
And then you felt the flush of energy as everything got really bright here inside. Everything got bright. Chuck, I need you to make a paying attention to shit around you roll. I really should open a character sheet, because I'm literally forgetting. I'm legitimately forgetting what stuff is called. It's been so long. Hang on. I need you to make insight and security, insight and security. Yeah.
All right. I've only got a 10 total for that, so
That's
I'm
nice.
gonna burn a momentum just so I've got an extra dice.
Okay.
I've got a 3 and 2 16s, so I've got 1 success.
Sorry, say again, please.
I've got 1 success.
1 success. As the energy is flaring up inside the derelict as to whatever's going on, like I said, the place is getting brighter and brighter and brighter. You see shimmering above the bulkheads. Remember I said it was almost like a glass-like texture to everything?
Mm-hmm.
Shimmering just like maybe a few millimeters over it. You can see what almost looks like computer displays. Yeah, Metron. Yeah. Like computer displays or panels or what have you. Like it's like, think like holographic Marvel types interface stuff, right? But you can sort of see that shimmering over it for a brief second. And then as you hear Trowel going, damn it, the energy drops down again and the ship goes dark. And all of that environment that had been building up and all the gravity and all of that suddenly shuts off. And you're back to exactly how it was when you first got there. And it's eerily quiet.
Okay. I'm assuming... All right, so if it's completely dark, I'm going to flip on the headlamps or whatever lamps are on there. Take a quick look around, and then wherever. So now that I know that there's a quote unquote console there, I'm going to go to wherever it was and see if I can find something to jack that battery into that I have out of my engineering kit.
Okay, so threat. Sorry, complication. As you open up your engineering kit, remember that thing last session we were talking about how everything was slowly being drained? Your phasers were being drained, your tricorders were being drained, and your power of your environmental suits was being drained. Well, that battery's been really drained because it was a nice, rich source of energy. So there's maybe about 25% power left in it.
Hooray!
But you're pretty sure if you were to grab a couple of phaser packs, you could jury rig almost like a recharge.
Sure, let's do that.
Could also blow up the battery and kill y'all if it were to go wrong.
Actually, you know what? Let's hold off on that. Well, no, like we've got 25%. I'm not trying to power the ship. I'm just trying to power the console. See if we can get anything out of it.
Yeah, that's and I'm telling you your options. And by the way, that is now the new expression for when you do whatever it takes to get something done. From now on, we'll just say he's going to chuck it. Chuck it. Let's do it.
Hey, look, I got 25%. If I need to, I'll recharge it with the phasers. But for now, let's see what we can get done with what the power that's in there.
All right, so this is going to be reason and engineering. Good luck. You
Okay,
need
so that's
4 successes.
I need 4 successes. I'm gonna burn another momentum.
And don't forget to add in your traits and talents and stuff like that that can always increase your chances or give you stuff, right? Remember that.
Technical expertise, focus on electroplasma power systems.
Okay. No, those are talents or traits. Which are those?
Well, talent is technical expertise.
Okay, so what does that do? What does the technical expertise talent do?
I
Treat all of these things like spells, guys. I'm not going to look them up for you. You need to know what your stuff does.
You're fine.
I know I'm fine. I'm awesome.
You will have to give me a second. I apologize.
No problem.
I know the other one.
Whenever you attempt a task assigned, if you just click on it, by the way, it's going to unfold and give you the description inside the Roll20. Whenever you attempt a task assigned by the ship's computers or sensors, you may reroll 1d20, which may be the ship's die. I will allow it.
Okay.
Now, that's about all you're getting out of this one, it looks like, if I look at your character sheet right now. You have any focuses? You have no focuses. How do you have no focuses?
No. I do. That's the electroplasma power systems.
Okay, so that will work. So that means anything under your discipline, equal to or less than your discipline, counts as 2 successes.
Right. Okay, so start with 2. I'm going to burn a momentum. That'll give me 3. Should I burn another momentum? I'm using a lot of momentum.
You need 4 successes.
All right, I'm going to burn another momentum.
Oh, you're
are you keeping track of that? Thank you, sir.
Okay. And let's hope for at least 1 or 2 underneath a 4. All right, I got a 1.
That's 2 successes.
And I got a 5. I got a 16 and a 19, so I've got 3 successes. Can I burn another momentum?
I believe you can, but it's a 2 for 1 when you burn it after the die roll.
Oh, okay.
Works.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think we have enough.
It's 2 for 1, yeah.
All right, do we have 2 left?
You have 2 left.
By the way, Sean says if he was running the game, you'd all be dead. So that's nice.
That's
Foci is Latin. We're speaking English, sir. It's focuses.
Who says we're not dead?
Yeah,
we could be.
Creepy fucking Stoho core bullshit. Who knows?
Hey,
all ones just bought you a momentum, dude. You don't have to spend. So they only need 1 from the pool, leaving you guys with 1 momentum. You get your 2.
All right, there we go. Come on, I just need 1 success on this, and I got an 8. There we go. That's 4.
There you go. So with 4 successes, you're able to basically jury rig the battery into their plasma. Remember, we were talking about those conduits that have been running through the walls. You managed to get one online, and then suddenly you all see the room light up as all of these strange alien panels are running along the walls. And you all Starfleet officers, you recognize control systems when you see control systems as this bluish green glow fills the entire area. There's another part of that blue, like for a moment it feels good. We've got light, we can start figuring stuff out, things are good. Hey, what are those standing in that doorway? As you basically, like, you all catch, like, Navia, you see them because you're looking in the right direction. As I'm going to need you to give me a control plus security roll. And
Me?
you need, you, and I need 2 successes out of you.
What do I roll? D20s?
Yeah. Control plus security. So
Yep.
you got to get under a 13.
Why do I roll 1 D20 or 2?
2.
That's the name of the game, 2d20.
Oh, I rolled a 1 and a 6.
So that's 2 success. That's 3 successes. So you've got 1 extra success. Now you can either keep that success and get some more information that I'll give you right now, or you can throw it into the momentum pool. What do you want to do with it?
I kind of want more information, even though I know we need momentum. But I think more information might benefit us.
Is that your choice? Final answer? All right. So you see, like, basically, the lights come on, and you know when you get out of the corner of your eye, like what we call shadow cats, when you perceive movement and you turn and look and there's nothing there, type of feeling.
Totally.
So you guys all feel that, you look and you see these shapes, these figures standing in the door. Navia, you were looking right at them when the lights came on, and what you see are 3 Romulans.
Oh shit!
But here's the thing: they look real not good.
Like emaciated, like they've been stuck in here for way too long.
They look, not that they've been stuck in here for too long, but they look kind of. Well, I hate to use the term zombie, but they certainly look pallid and drawn and dull in the eyes. And even though they've got Romulan disruptors on their hips, they're walking with their hands out towards you.
We have company. Oh, what's my voice sound like? Hold on.
Now we were playing Star Trek, not The Walking Dead.
Chuck battery explodes, killing him instantly. Think of a new character.
We are not alone. I like that. I try to like that. Who's the senior? Who's like the captain of this away mission right now?
Commander Reese.
First officer.
Oh,
yes,
okay. Is she
the
here?
XO.
She's here, right?
She's there, yes.
Commander, we're not alone.
She's turned and she's like, I see. Lieutenant, and she just draws her phaser and basically steps forward. What are you doing?
Her out to stand by her.
Okay, gentlemen, there is no reason for us to come to any hostility. We are all in this at the same level. We can work together and get out of this. And they just keep shuffling very slowly towards you. Dr. Taylor, remember you had done a scan for life signs and had found some really weak life signs?
Positive, sir.
You want to give me a scan, sir?
Oh.
Absolutely. What am I rolling?
This is going to be insight and medicine, sir.
Insight and medicine. Would infectious diseases help me in this?
No.
How about anatomy?
Sure, I'll give you that one.
All right. One success.
Well, that's all you needed was one success. So, congratulations on that. Basically, hey, nerds, nerd. These are exactly the life forms you've been detecting, and these 3 are just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh shit.
And they're definitely alive, right?
Barely. They're like you're getting, as you're scanning and, doing your thing as you're stepping behind the people with the phasers to protect yourself, I would assume, or, you could be a balls to the wall Southern captain, Southern doctor.
No, yeah, I'm sticking by the cadet's side. I'm not leaving her.
Yeah. So you're behind Trowel and Reese.
You're protecting me. Great. Thank you.
Their alpha wave activity is minimal. Their brains are almost like keeping their bodies alive and nothing else.
Commander Reese, these life forms are highly unusual.
Dr. Willis
Don't quite know what to make of them.
Killing them.
If I had to give a proper adjective, it would be Walking Dead is how I would describe it, Commander.
So Trowel asked you a question. Go ahead and re-ask the question, Trowel.
Dr. Willis stop them without killing them.
To be honest with you, Lieutenant, I don't have a clue. That sounds more like your department, stopping unknown threats. I just can only tell you these things are not natural to biology. So.
Well, then let's find out. And she just, there were straight up phasers 1.
Set to stun, give it a go.
So you guys hit them with stun shots. I'm going to make you roll for this because it's easy to shoot slow-moving targets that are heading straight towards you. The stun hits them, and on your tricorder, you notice a spike in all of their biometric energy as you see they're absorbing the stun.
I knew it. Sorry.
But they're not stopping.
I knew it.
No, back
well, Lieutenant Trow, any other bright ideas?
Reverse the polarity.
All right, that's a threat. I'm taking threat for that one. Sojourner, how are they going to beam them anywhere? They can't even talk to their ship right now. My God.
And the transporters weren't working.
Transport's not working exactly. Nothing's working. All right, so you guys basically step back. And as you step back, from behind you, a bolt of green energy shoots past and hits the first one, disintegrating him. Trow, you know a disruptor hit when you see a disruptor hit. And you also know that green disruptor energy is the color of Romulan energy.
Romulans.
What do you do?
That just wheel around.
So you turn around and you see a Romulan standing there. He's got his breather mask on. He's got his left arm is in a sling, and he's got his Romulan disruptor out like this. And he's like, if you want to live, I suggest you come with me now. They are beyond your help. What do you do?
I hate to say this, but I tend to agree with the Romulan.
Commander, recommend the living Romulan over the potentially undead one.
I agree. Fall back, everyone. That includes you too, Chuck. You can put that somewhere else. Let's go.
All right, I grab my battery pack and start hoofing it.
Okay. So basically, he leads you through a couple of compartments, and as you're going through, you start to notice in some of the rooms you enter into. Remember that big tentacle eyeball creature I described to you that looked like basically just a cactus with an eyeball in the center of its stalk? You see a few more of those floating around in the zero gravity.
I do remember those, yeah.
Yes, you called them space beholders, as I recall.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
There's a few more of those desiccated old corpses floating around. As he basically takes you to an area where you see he's made a full barricade using whatever he could. A lot of it looks like Romulan gear that he must have brought over with him. And then he opens up one of the cases. He's not even paying attention to you. And he just basically turns around and starts handing you guys breather masks like his. You're going to lose the power in your suits and your phasers eventually. You might as well get used to moving around here without the suits on. There's enough of an ambient atmosphere that the breather will help you. It is your decision if you wish to trust me or not.
How do you have power to your disruptor?
It doesn't use batteries.
I take a rebreather and put it on.
So you take your helmet off.
Oh, we have to get naked first.
Sorry, what?
We have to get naked first.
You don't have to get naked. I'd like to point out the original character idea was a Betazord.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yep.
Stepping out to Eden, yeah, brother. So Trowel puts on the breather. Reese will take your guide and she'll put it on as well. And it's up to the others if they're going to follow suit or not.
Absolutely.
Only because the commander has done so, I will as well.
All right.
But I'm going to keep my eyes because he's a freaking Romulan.
He's a freaking Romulan. So he's a handsome Romulan too. I mean,
yeah, I was about to ask you if he was handsome, but
he's got that sort of commanding presence, that almost Romanesque presence to him, if you will. Who played Mark Antony in Rome?
I don't know.
That actor. Remember? He was also the Black Prince in A Knight's Tale.
Oh.
Snap.
Okay, listen, lady.
Oh, are you talking about the guy with the weird eyes?
Rufus Sewell.
What? Sorry, what?
Rufus Sewell.
Yeah, Rufus. No, not Rufus Sewell. No, Rufus Sewell was the bad guy.
James Purefoy.
James Purefoy. That's it. He was also Solomon Kane, wasn't he? I think he was Solomon Kane in the Solomon Kane. Anyway, that's who this guy is. He's that type of, look.
There it is.
Bear watches a lot of movies.
Yes.
Oh,
Your point?
I'm just...
He looks like
he turns and he basically looks at you and he says, I'm Commander Marius Tau of the Romulan vessel Vastorum Nere. And I, like you, am stranded here.
Shit.
How long have you been here? And how have you survived?
Everybody hold those thoughts as we're heading back over to the Sojourner now. Because Captain Novak's been really pleasant and calm. So back over on the Sojourner, everybody, it's all hands on deck. Everyone's working as hard as they can. Internal communications have not been fully restored, but you can use your communicators to communicate like tight beam type of situation. Mm-hmm. So you've set up relay stations on every deck to allow the communications to go through. Life support is fully activated. The warp core is coming back online, but they say it's going to be about 60 minutes before they're going to be able to bring engines up. Computer core is fine and running. Shields are not an option. Weapons are not an option right now. And then the actual Bunny got a compliment on her shirt, therefore proving someone wrong with his earlier statement about her wearing the Yoda shirt. Oh, look at that.
Out there's a silent nerd raging.
Yeah. Wrong universe. But the lower decks people, the junior officers, are literally on fixing duty, like reinstall panels and stuff like that, get all the stuff back working to a point where everybody's functioning. Meanwhile, Muse comes to you and says, Captain, I've been reviewing our sensor recordings of the away team, the shuttle, and everything that happened. I think you should take a look at this.
Okay.
I head over to the science station with her, and she punches up, and there's basically it's almost like pod bay camera footage type idea, right? Basically, she's like, I've used all of the sensors to recreate and restructure what was recorded at the time. And you're looking at the outside of the ship and the shuttle sitting right there near the rift. It's really tiny. It's really tiny. She's like, this is the best resolution we can get. I can make it larger, but we will lose clarity.
The shuttle is on our ship?
No, sir. No, sir, it's not there. This is historical. And she makes it bigger, and just as things are just about a minute before things go crazy, you see the shuttle vanish. Just vanish. Give me a insight. Thank you. Insight plus security. 1 success needed.
It's not bad. 13 is all I need. 5 and a 10, 2 successes.
2 successes. What do you want to do with your extra success? Extra information or throw it to momentum?
Extra information this time.
All right. So he's going to take the mitzvah. All right. So as you're watching it, you see just in the grainy footage, the grainy recording, you can see some sparkling of light. Now, you fought in the Dominion War. You fought alongside Romulans in the Dominion War. That Navy beans to credits is a Romulan transporter signature. Someone beamed that shuttle off the ship.
Okay. Is there any way to rig a probe with a message to send to the group, to the away team?
It is possible.
Okay. Then
would you like that to be my priority, Captain?
Yes. Let's craft a message for them.
Very well. Perhaps you may craft the message while I go prepare the probe. I'll have to do it manually.
Proceed.
And then she turns and she says, I think he's a lieutenant. Yeah, lieutenant junior grade, right? Lieutenant Conham, would you care to join me, as I'll need to go to the weapons deck to do this? Captain, with your permission, I will accompany the science chief.
Okay. What were you doing? Do you need this? Might be your what you're currently doing may be more important than this.
We have a communications relay, Captain. Anything I'm doing now is just scanning exterior space looking for problems.
Proceed.
Very good, sir. And they leave the bridge. Hey, guess what? Turbolifts are back on. Only through decks 5 through 6, or 1 through 6. The rest are all still climbing.
What deck is engineering on?
Engineering is usually one of the lower decks, sadly. So to get to engineering, some climbing going on.
Okay. But you said 1 through 6. Maybe I'm not.
The bridge. Yeah. Bridge is deck 1, and then the next bridge is the levels down. Exactly.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the turbolift down as low as I possibly can.
Okay, so you just tell whatever con officer's there to have the bridge, and you head down. Okay.
Yes. And then move to as far as I can get, and then how much further would it be outside
to get to engineering?
Crawl down.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do some Jeffries tube crawlings, then drop into a deck and go across the deck and then down a different tube and sort of snakes and ladders your way through the ship. But as you're doing it, something really you notice something happening, which is that the crew sees you moving through, and there's lots of Captain. Captain, Captain, as you're heading through, as they're acknowledging you, and you can feel as you're getting further along, you can feel their energy picking up by seeing the captain walk through as they're working. It's not just, isolating himself on the bridge. And you think back to your time in the academy at command school. And yeah, it's really important as a captain to, be there as a leader. It's not all tactics and bridge work. So you sort of feel good about yourself by the time you get to engineering. And
I'll take that momentum.
There you go. I'll give you 1 momentum for that, actually. That's a good... You know what? Well played. You get a momentum in the pool for that. Nice. You get to engineering, and Lieutenant Sovin is there, and he turns around and goes, Captain, we are about to attempt a force start on the warp core. With your permission. I was about to send a runner to inform you.
Potential problems?
It could burn out the lithium, stranding us forever inside this expanse.
They're very dramatic.
I do not believe so. I am ready to state the obvious.
I'm sure it would not be forever. Proceed.
Very good. So the engineers get to work on what they're going to do. Hey, Cody, not Cody, Brian.
Yep.
I'm going to let you roll for your engineering team.
Okay.
Because you're their chief. So why shouldn't you roll for them to see how well they do?
Sounds reasonable to me.
So here's what you're going to get to do. You're going to get to do your control plus engineering on this one. You're going to get the extra D20 that you can re-roll from your procedures, or that ship thing you have, the one that lets you put the ship in the way. I can't remember what it was called.
The electroplasma power systems, or
no, the other one. There we go. The dynamics one. Yeah,
you might want to look at the super chats.
I saw it. That's out of the corner of my eye. We're all good. I saw it. But there is a threat against you, which means you now need to roll for them. And I'm going to say get 4 successes.
4 successes. So,
because if not, the dilithium will crack.
My control and my engineering. You said my control, my engineering.
And you can add 1 die for the ship. If you can reroll 1 die as the ship is assisting.
I'm so glad I made threat more expensive.
So, just can I give a suggestion?
Sure.
We have 3 momentum. I would just spend them for 2 extra dice.
Cool. 2 momentum.
So 1 momentum left in the pool, and you're rolling 2 extra dice. Good luck, sir.
All right. 9, 7, 12. You said control and engineering, right?
Yes, sir.
Bing! 4.
Do you want to, and you roll, how many dice did you roll?
5.
Do you want to re-roll that 5th die because of your talent and see if you can get a success on it and have that extra momentum either back into the pool or for something beneficial?
Works for me.
Good luck.
15, which is right on the nose. So
you
there
got
we
1
go.
extra
We've got 5
momentum. You want to
successes.
throw it in the pool, or do you want to use it?
Throw it back in the pool.
Okay. So pool has 1 extra momentum thrown back into it. All ones. Nice try, but they've beat you with their Starfleet ingenuity. And suddenly the warp core comes back online. The ship starts shaking tremendously for a second, and Sovin just looks and goes, I would suggest you adjust that, ensign. Yes, sir. Moving on it, sir. And then suddenly and everything's going properly as lights start going on around the ship, energy starts coming back up, and the turbo lift is active again.
Okay. So now, do I have communication yet or no?
Communications are back online within the ship. You don't have a contact to the away team yet, but you have the ship.
Right.
As the assistant chief turns to you and goes, your ship is ready, Captain, though I would not advise taking her into combat.
Nor would I advise getting close to that other ship. I'm gonna go. Okay, so where are the people that are making the probe adjustments?
They're on the weapons decks. You have that pod on top of your ship. That's your weapons deck. That's where you store all your torpedoes and probes and stuff. Okay. So they're up there, which meant they had to climb up these really nasty little tunnels to get in there.
Right, and that was Muse that's doing that.
Muse and Conan. Conam. Sorry, Conan.
Barbarian.
By Crom, this probe shall fire.
Conam, and Conam is
2nd Tactical Chief of Security. So basically, the tactical department and
that's the
security
Klingon?
department are combined, even though they're both in different divisions. Security wears gold, tactical wears red. Tactical is in the command line, security isn't. But the chief of security is usually the second in command of tactical. So like Tashiar Worf type of relationship from TNG.
All right, so I'm calling.
It's Varad's second.
Muse, and that is Lieutenant Commander.
Go ahead, Captain.
What is your progress?
We are working on the probe as you speak. Now that we have lighting and power back, it may go much quicker.
How long do you expect?
No more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Anything else, sir?
That is all.
We shall return to our task.
Okay.
Somewhere in engineering, a Vulcan goes, man, she's really cold.
I'm going to return to the bridge.
All right. So it's much faster. You can take the turbo lifts to the bridge to get there faster, or you can do what you did before. Your choice.
I'm going to take the turbo lifts this time.
Okay. So you walk onto the bridge. Captain on the bridge. Person gets up, gives you back your seat. You have a seat. The ship feels not perfectly good, not 100%, but better. She's singing again, and that's all that matters right now. Cut back to the derelict. So you guys are sitting there with Commander Marius Tau.
Did you write his name down?
Commander Tau, it's a pleasure. I would say it's a pleasure to meet you in, better circumstances. But we do have a few questions. First off, do you know anything about these walking dead around this derelict ship?
They were my crew. Like you, we detected this hulk drifting through space. We were dispatched to investigate. We noticed the tear in the side of it. We entered. It began draining the energy from our ship, and something deeper in woke up. We were unprepared. My subcommander attempted to destroy the vessel, break its hold on us, as I'm sure your ship did as well. And I have not heard from it since. I assume my ship is destroyed, much like yours.
Well, it may or may not be, sir. We shall see. But right now, I think it's best if we are more prudent if we find a way, find out what in the Sam hell's going on, and maybe get some power around here.
What I have is yours, but you will attract its attention, and it will do to you what it did to my crew.
Do you know how it converted your crew into whatever those things are?
It drains. It feeds on your energy.
So even organic life force.
Anything. And it's immune to disruptor fire. A great pillar of crystal and light. A seeker of energy.
It's like a cricket in
I'm
the
sorry,
side.
my ship's cat came along for the journey.
It's a giant cat. Anyway, Nevia, you melded with it. Did you get anything, any sensation, any idea of where it could be located? Maybe center of the ship, anything we can use.
Yeah, no, I don't remember from the last game where it
was
located.
Deep in the center of the ship.
Oh, it was deep in the center of the ship, and it said it was hungry.
Well, that tracks.
Wait, it talked to you?
I don't think it meant to talk as much as it was stating that it was hungry.
Okay.
I don't think it specifically spoke to me, right? It wasn't. It was just.
Well, you got its intent. You got its desire, and its desire was to feed. So, Coleman wants to know if it's a crystalline entity, and that's in whose chat is that in? It's not mine. Yeah,
That's
so
fine.
I don't know. And
Everybody's breaking the rules.
everyone's breaking the rules, but the only way you can buy stuff to help them is in my channel, not in theirs. You're just helping them because you like them, and that's okay. You can like them. Sorry. But anyway, so Cody, you got that message right? I sent you a private chat here. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask I want to. I forget the Romulan. I forget his name.
Commander Tau.
Commander Tau. So how if it's draining all the energy, how are you keeping anything going? You know, your rebreather, your disruptor, like
Him.
I am not at liberty to reveal Romulan military secrets at this time, Lieutenant Commander.
Are you willing to die for that notion?
You're welcome to certainly try.
That wasn't a threat. That was a statement of our situation. A little cooperation here will get us all out of here.
I have survived alone on this derelict for 24 hours. If not for me, you would currently be dead. Perhaps your bravado is as visible.
You mistake me, sir. That's not bravado. That was simply a statement of our situation. If you don't help us, you could possibly die.
Indeed.
I think what Lieutenant Trow is trying to say, sir, is that we should all work together in this situation, seeing as we're all in the same predicament.
I agree, but there is no need for me to reveal secrets of my empire to you to work together. That my things work is all you need to know. They are tools at your disposal.
If we understood why they aren't being drained, that might help us, all of us.
Reese goes, it's clear Romulans use plasma energy. Their ships are powered by singularities, their weapons by plasma. We use batteries. We use power cells. There's no need for any of us to get hostile here. We are not enemies anymore. The Dominion War made us allies. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
I don't mean to interrupt this chipper discussion we're having here, but I sense another real life form close by. A human, it seems, if my readings are correct, and seeing as most of the time they are.
I asked the Romulan, did you have any human prisoners or allies with you?
Tal, you want to give me an insight and security, please?
Alrighty then.
You need 2 successes.
2 successes. So my security is 5. My insight is 10.
Holy shit.
I got a 12 and a 15.
So that's 2 successes. He's ever so slightly turning his disruptor towards you, Trowel. Like just it's real subtle and real slow, but he's very slowly bringing him, just getting you in his line of fire.
I'm gonna ever so slightly just kind of move out of the way, make sure there's nobody, one of my allies behind me that will get hit. Just enough that if I have to move fast, I'm just that much more out of the way.
He starts mimicking your move as these two are now slowly pivoting on
They're
each
doing
other.
a little dance.
How close am I?
To him?
Yeah.
If you want to try and attack him or tackle him, you're going to need 3 successes. If you're trying to just determine the range between you.
Just determine distance.
7, 8, maybe 10 feet between you.
Okay.
Enough that crossing that distance with a man who's got a gun pointed at you is real fucking tricky. Exactly.
Wait, this human life form could possibly be our what's his name? The
Lee.
Indeed. He says as he's now got his back to the door to the room where you detected that life form, Cody, Dr. Taylor. And he goes, yes. Is that his name? I apologize. He surprised me by his presence. I was already on edge because of the crew and the Seeker, so I subdued him before finding the rest of you.
Well, good God, you green goblin. Green-blooded goblin, get out of the way! I run past him, just push him out of the way.
So as you start towards him, he's like, doctor, please, and he's got the disruptor right at you. He's got you dead to rights. But Trow,
I want to look beyond him and nod and go now. Hopefully he turns back, and then if he
that's going to be presence plus security, sir, and he's going to resist that with insight and security. So here we go. Let's see who's going to do
presence and security. You said.
Do you have any talents or value foci for the person in chat that you can use?
I've got a mean right hook.
Well, all right. So then we're just going to go with this roll straight. Let me just add the good doctor back to as he beams back in.
I'm dauntless. I don't know if that.
You're dauntless.
That's one of my. I don't know. I don't know this game. Sorry, let me just check.
So let's
dauntless here. Oh, I resist intimidation. Never mind.
All right, so let's go with the straight roll then.
All right. My presence and security. Presence is 10. Security is 15. So 2 dice. Do we have any momentum left?
Cody?
We have 1.
And he got 2 successes.
All right.
You need to get 3 to win, 2 to tie.
Burn that momentum. I got a 6, a 10, and a 10.
So your total is 15. So that's 3 successes. So you win. So basically you charge forward. Are you punching him or trying to disarm him? What are you doing when you get to him? And yes, for those who are fans of the game, I'm not using the D6s challenge stuff because we're not in the mood to learn those rules right now. We're just going to use the system, and I'll worry about that next time.
Use my martial arts training to make sure that I got to grab him his wrist to push the disruptor so it's not hitting any of my allies.
Okay.
And I got a mean right hook. It goes right across his face.
Okay, well, that's going to be a second chance. So that's going to be a second action. The first action is the disarm. So basically you step in, you push the gun out, it fires and passes just like a, Doc, like you felt the heat as the plasma bolt flew by your head type of thing.
Molasses.
As you go to throw the hook, you see him instinctively raise his broken arm to try and block your hook, but he just goes, as he tries to raise it, giving you a free momentum on the punch. Go ahead and give me a security and give me a second. Fitness and security.
Fitness and security. My fitness is
and 8. You've got your dauntless on this one, I think.
That resists intimidation. So.
That's the death. So then you're just doing the straight up then.
But I got the mean right hook, so that'll add to damage. So security is obviously 5. Fitness.
The captain apparently is having a snack on the bridge.
Sorry, am I rolling 2 or 3?
How many dice do you? 2 dice. It's only 2 unless you spend momentum.
Right.
Oh no, I gave you a free momentum. Yeah, so you can spend and get 3. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That's an 18, a 19, and a 20.
So you come in with the right hook, and he just sort of leans back. And for those of you watching, you're actually almost impressed at this man's nimbleness as his left leg basically comes up to kick you under the jaw. Let's see how he does. Well, he got 1 success, which is all he really needed, is basically sort of hits you in the chest and kicks you back from it. Still has his weapon, he just didn't get a shot. Anybody else doing anything? Chaos. It's just chaos. Suddenly explodes in front of you as the fight music starts.
If I wanted to use my Vulcan nerve pinch on this guy,
you could try.
What would I have to do?
Right now, I would say you'd do a fitness plus security, and you'd need 2 successes against him.
I want to try.
Go for it. There's 1 point of momentum left in
just
the
let
pool.
Just let him calm down. Like, just chill, everybody. Chill. Oh yeah. Okay. I got a 2 and a 6.
Okay. Do you have any focus? Well, the Vulcan nerve pinch, I guess, we'll treat as a focus itself.
I do have the Vulcan nerve pinch as a special.
As a talent. Do you have it as a special talent? All right. Let's go look at that.
What are your focuses?
My focuses are diplomacy, composure, helm operations, persuasion, leadership, Starfleet protocol. I don't think I really have anything.
Persuasion?
It's very persuasive.
Okay, so I'm not finding anything for the nerve pinch in the theme doodle.
Do you have the book?
I've got talents here, but it's not showing me any. Oh, because I haven't bought their stupid compendium. That's why. I'm cheap. I do have the book. Cody, you got it?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Otherwise, I'm just going to grab mine off the shelf, man.
Yeah, you can grab yours too.
You actually have a book.
I'm looking at it.
Is this Star Trek Adventures?
Yes, it is. Good. 3 sessions in, and you now know what game you're playing. I'm impressed, lady.
Fuck you.
You can use, so it just acts as a weapon. You can also use science or medicine.
Momentum for the nerf pinch, by the way.
Well, yeah, I saw that. Thank you all for one.
Instead of security.
What page?
It is page 110.
110. Thank you, Cody. I mean, sorry, Brian. That was a Brian.
What?
Brian was looking it up at the same time as us. 110. I know where it was all along.
Well, Cody just got there before I could say anything.
Stop your nonsense. Yeah, okay. So use your science instead of your security.
Okay. That's a 1+. Is it daring? Is it daring plus science?
So it's science plus fitness.
All right, that would be a 9. So I got under that both.
Actually, hang on. Which is higher, your fitness or your daring?
My fitness. No, they're both equal. They're both
this
equal.
is a pretty bold step, so I'll allow you to substitute daring on this one, and you got an extra die on that from the momentum that all ones bought for you.
I just rolled another 2.
So that's 5 successes. You only needed 2. So what are you doing with the 3 extras?
Toss them in momentum. We need the momentum.
Okay, so 3 in the momentum pool is basically you do that. He kicks you back. He starts to bring the gun around again on you, and she just walks up and goes, burp. And now I presume you follow the Vulcan tradition of gently lowering him to the ground and not letting him drop like a sack of potatoes. Right?
Yes. Can't let that pretty face get smashed into the floor.
Which was one of the ways that Captain Kirk was able to identify Garth Visor masquerading as Spock. They just let the guy drop. Anyway, so nerd shit aside. So basically, as she takes him to the floor, and the commander's like, "Nice work, cadet.
Thank you, Commander.
Remind me to recommend you for a commendation if we get out of this mess." Trout, get that door open. Doctor, see to Zimmer. Make sure he's okay.
Right away.
Chuck, start finding me ways off this derelict now.
Nerf pigeon until he poops.
What? I'm sorry, I heard a squeak and a giggle and poops. What?
All ones comment.
All ones. Shut up, cat. All one's comment is nerf pinch him until he poops.
That costs $20.
Yeah, that's
Romulan poo is particularly noxious. I wouldn't do it. But I do take his disruptor.
Very green. You take his disruptor. You see that as you look at it, that shot was his last shot.
Oh no.
Well, at least it's not a threat. All right, let's get that door open.
All right.
Nevaeh, how long does the nerf pinch last?
I don't have any idea.
Romulan.
Oh, wow.
Make up a number.
You got
1
time.
million hours.
All right.
At least you got at least a half an hour.
1 million.
If we find
All right,
it to bind him with, let's do that. But in the meantime, let's get Lee.
Is the door opening, or is it like will it just open if we go up to it? Does it do
I
anything?
believe you were supposed to be finding a way out, and the doctor and Trawl were supposed to be getting him open. But if you're ignoring the commander, please tell me.
Finding a way.
I'd love having her yell
well,
at you.
I forget. There was a lot of crosstalk.
That's okay. So the door is going to require security and fitness. I keep forgetting what it's called. Fitness and security to get the door open.
All right. Who's helping me?
I will help Lieutenant Troll.
All right.
Okay. So you get 1 die for that.
All right. Put your leg into it. Put your 9 and 9 for me.
So you sort of slide this bulkheady type thing open as you realize this must be one of their security doors or one of their sort of pressure doors. You manage to get it open and you see a collapsed, unconscious Zimmer just laying on the floor.
I rush to him.
Okay.
These pointed head demons. And I start scanning him over.
Okay. He looks like he took quite a to the side of the head. You see his helmet, you see his vac suit is there, and it's like the whole plate is cracked and he's got a rebreather on him.
Okay, I open up my medical kit and see if I can get him conscious and temporarily repair the damage here.
Insight plus medicine, please, and you get a momentum die for your med kit.
Yeah, and then I'm also going to use a point of determination, or try to, because one of my values is watch over the flock.
Okay, I'll allow it.
All right.
So determination gives you an automatic success, if I recall correctly, right?
I think so, yes. All right.
Like you get an extra die, but it's automatically considered a success, so it's just like buying an extra success.
I got, give me just a second. Inside 60. I got 2 successes.
All right, so he definitely has a concussion.
Yeah,
so 3. He definitely has a concussion, but you're able to give him a quick shot to wake him up. And he sort of his eyes open. He goes, "Oh, hey, Doc, they caught you too. Oh, that sucks."
How many fingers am I holding up, Lee?
All of them.
All right, close enough. Can you walk?
I don't know if I can stand.
Hold on. I start looking for a stimulant to help him get a little, temporary boost.
You give him a stimulant, and he just, oh, Jesus. And he stands up. He's like, okay, what are we doing? Let's go get some stuff done. What's happening right now? Oh, my head hurts so much. What's going on?
All right, calm down, boy. Calm down, boy. We're going to need all your senses here.
What am I doing? Just tell me what to do, Doc.
What happened? Do you have, anything that happened after the show?
Heard a noise, turned around, blackness, look at you. How many fingers am I holding up? And now I want to go paint a room. What am I doing?
10-4. You do it well, Lee. You do it well. Fine, boy, fine.
Oh, I see everybody. He walks out into the room. Chuck, how you doing? What the hell's going on? Why are we all here? What's happening? Someone tell me. I'm going to sit down. He sits down. Just shakes. Good thing is it'll wear off in about 5 minutes.
I just gave him a little boost of energy.
She's like, a little boost. Don't ever give him a lot. Chuck, options. What do we got?
All right. So I'm looking for, well, you said find a way out. Like, do you mean off the ship or?
Yes.
Like just out of this room?
Get off the ship. How do we get out of this predicament and away from whatever's down below that's going to come turn us all into those Romulan zombies?
Well, I mean, we don't have a shuttle and our communication's not working. So, maybe, well, first off, we need to find our shuttlecraft. So
let's say we can't find the shuttlecraft. Find me an option with what we have available as opposed to pie in the sky things we'd like to have.
We just fly out in space.
Commander Davison, this is your job. Figure it out.
Okay. So I'm going to do...
Fly.
Do I see anything like the tap that I used to power up the console before we got into this chamber?
There are conduits running through this area, yes.
Okay, so I'm assuming my battery pack is basically dead. So we're gonna have to go back and, or I'd say, okay, I need a couple of phaser power packs.
Done. Doctor, Cadet, give me your phaser power packs.
Cool. And so let's
right at his head.
So let's try and recharge my power pack so that I can get things turned on again.
Here's reality. Okay.
Here's reality.
This is going to be control plus engineering. Why control? Because if you slip up, if I see a 20 on one of those dice, things aren't going to work out well for everybody within about a 20 to 30 foot range of you.
I leave.
That's fine.
Free momentum. Just saying.
All right. I was just checking my talents just to see if there was anything I could do. I don't. But so we're going to start with 2. How many successes do I need? 4 again.
Just give up.
All right. Well, no. All right. So I've got electro power systems.
You can assist.
How do I assist?
You say you're helping him on this.
I help you.
All right, Nevaeh, come help me out with this. All right, so I've got an electroplasma power systems focus.
Yes.
engineering of 4, control of
Yeah.
11, so that's a 15.
I do have an engineering of 3. So.
Anything that is 4 or less counts as 2 successes.
Right. That's why I was pointing that out, just so that we had that.
I know.
All
I'm just
right.
making sure we're clear.
So I got 1 bonus from Navia. We've got 3 momentum. So anybody have any issue if I use 2 momentum to bring me up to 5 dice?
Do it.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. They're my momentum.
Meanwhile, on the bridge, tipping tea, having a biscotti.
All right. Just making sure.
Chuck it. That's right.
All
You
right.
called it.
So we've got a 10, a 6, an 18, a 20, and a 5.
Whoa. We have a what?
A 20.
Nothing. He didn't say that.
20.
Hey, don't roll your own dice if you're going to lie about it.
As you're doing your technical surgery on this device, you start to hear this. As you realize these phaser packs are going to overload unless you pull a miracle out of your ass.
Yeah, audience, pull a miracle out of our ass.
Why play the game when people can pay money and give us solutions? Is that what you're saying?
What powers the tricorders?
Power cells.
Same
they
kind of
help
power cells as the
To
phaser.
stabilize his what he's doing.
Okay, so phaser power cells and tricorder power cells are like distant cousins. Like,
Right.
One's
he's
a
also
chihuahua,
a
the other's
so-
a wolf. You know what I mean?
What do you
Like
think?
that's the difference between the two.
Oh, I run forward and just take the damn phasers and huck them into the room where the others were
Okay.
held captive.
You see him coming towards you, Chuck, and you know that if he rips this thing apart right now, you're all dead.
I don't know that. I'm going to do it.
Stand down, Lieutenant. I got this.
How about everybody who's not involved in this procedure moves to the other room right now? Let's go. Bring the prisoner. Let's go.
I don't want to die.
Do you need Navia?
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna need her because, all right, Navia.
Sorry, cadet. Let's go. Move now. So everyone's moving
All right.
out of the room.
I'll
so
grab,
I'm gonna
I'll grab the
wait.
prisoner and drag him into the other room.
Sure. So you and Navia are there, and we're gonna. While Brian thinks about some ideas, we're gonna cut back over to the Sojourner.
I don't want to die.
I don't want to die either.
All one says he's almost tapped. Sorry.
No, it's fine. All ones. Thank you.
There we go. Coco makes a joke from last night's game. Blow the horn. Where's Dale? That's a Dale level joke. All right, back on the Sojourner. Probe is ready to fire, Captain, as they walk back onto the bridge because transporters are back online, so they actually can beam right to where they need to be.
Okay.
We are prepared to launch the probe.
Okay. The message is explaining that the shuttle was transported by a Romulan transporter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like stuff they already know. So there's likely enemy Romulans on the
No shit, Captain.
yeah, exactly. On the derelict.
All right, so they fire the probe, and it fires out, and it impacts right to the side of the ship near the thing. Out in the other room where you guys are, your communicators suddenly start beeping as there's a signal coming through. Back where you are in the room, you're just like, ignore that, just fucking keep working because you're all about to die. You fire the thing, and it's basically going, there's Romulan, there's a ship, and there's probably, and you get like a message basically from the Sojourner, which tells you one important thing. Sojourner ain't dead. But
we can get our ship.
Romulan transporters on the shuttle? Now, you remember, Trow, you scanned 2 Romulan Raptors incoming, but they wouldn't have been in range to transport anything by the time the shuttle disappeared. They would have still been about 5-10 minutes out.
But the shuttle was gone before we detected them, wasn't it?
No, you detected them while you were on the Sojourner, but they were 25 to 30 minutes out, right? You then beamed over, shuttled over, did the thing. There was still probably a good 5 to 10 minutes left for them to show up. So how they couldn't have beamed the shuttle out.
And meanwhile, still back on the Sojourner.
I'm sorry. That That is an awesome gag from the audience.
Right.
That's good. I'll throw you guys a momentum in the pool for the audience joke.
Yay. So
Thanks.
I also tell I want to get used to who would do what so that I can be Johnny.
Okay, what do you want to have done?
I want to have them like do a better scan. Is there any way that we can see if we can Romulan cloaking device, see if we can isolate those
So
two ships?
you say that,
earlier.
Muse looks at you and she goes, given the Romulan debris, if the original Romulan ship was not destroyed like us, she would not be whole. That may give us something. Lieutenant Conham, begin scanning for energy leaks, plasma venting, or disruptions in a singularity. And he's like, very well. So, Captain, you can roll this because you're the guy given the thing. You're getting 2 dice. You're getting so this is going to be your control plus science, and you're getting 1 die from Conham in tactical, and you're getting 1 die from Muse in sciences. You need
Real quick,
4
Bunny,
successes.
check private chat.
And control and what?
Control and science.
Okay.
And you need 4 successes.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well then, I mean, I've only got an 11 on that. Do I get any helpers on the bridge?
That's what you got. You got Conham and you got her. That's why you're getting 4 dice on.
Oh, right. Okay.
And there's momentum in the pool.
Yeah, what's our pool? 2. All right. I'm gonna. How important is this? It's not life or death. Probably. I'll use 1.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 20. That extra 1. If I hadn't used it, we'd be fine. No, we wouldn't have. No.
Okay. So you can pull at 2 for 1 for threat for me, extra momentum, because all that 20 is going to do is introduce a complication and cancel one of your successes right now. So there is still hope.
Well, I only have, unless the 2 is worth 2 successes.
It is
okay.
worth 2. Well, do you have a focus? Do you have a focus that could apply?
Diplomacy, inspiration, team dynamics, composure.
Team dynamics. I'll allow dynamics because you're working as a team. So that gives you 2 successes.
Okay.
What about talents?
What?
Talents. Do you have any talents?
Supervisor, resolute, advisor, and veteran.
Okay.
Veteran. Let me take a look at that. Hang on.
That's for determination.
Yeah.
You get a point of determination back.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything there is going to work for you. So you're sitting on 2 successes, -1 for and a complication right now. 2 for 1 for threat. You can get more dice to roll. You give me 2 threat for each 1 die you pull out.
We're actually at 4 successes -1.
So you're 3. Okay. So you're at 3 with a complication. You can possibly pull some threat to me and see what you can do. Up to you.
Pull some threat to you.
You can cash in. Okay, you need to spend 2 for 1 momentum right now to get yourself an extra die from the momentum pool.
Or you give him
after the fact. But you can give me 2 threat for each momentum you get out of the air, and I get threat to use against you later.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Which means he can fuck us.
Right. Yeah.
Later.
Right.
Later. Not now. Just later.
You can't fuck you on the roll you're grabbing it for. Go ahead, Cody. Go ahead.
No. One more thing. Do you have any values that apply to this?
Oh yeah, what do you have?
You could use a point of determination.
Ooh, good call.
Doing things by the book doesn't always work.
The weak must need protect. Doing things doesn't always work. Delegation is empowering and efficient. Engaging in leisure recharges one's batteries. Yeah, I would give you doing things by the book doesn't always work.
Okay.
So with a determination, he can buy 1 success, right?
That's correct.
So you can spend that determination to buy 1 success, and you'll have your 4 successes and a complication.
Okay, sounds good.
The ship can roll. Yes, the ship can roll, but no, he's done this instead, which works just fine. Okay, so you spend the extra point.
Actually, okay, so this is what
determination. I've got an annoying cat I got to deal with. Come here.
Yeah, so this is what determination does for you.
Yeah.
All the cats.
You add a bonus D20. You can get a moment of inspiration, which means you can re-roll one of your dice, so you could re-roll that 20.
Ooh.
Or you can perform another task or create an advantage.
Interesting.
roll that 20?
Yeah, I think I will. 5. That's a success.
Is it under your
Yeah, 11.
No, your science is under your science.
Under my sign, no.
Okay, so it doesn't count as 2 successes, so it is just 1. But now you got your 4 successes, and you got rid of the complication. You guys are able, by scanning the area, to pick out just sort of between you and the derelict a disruption of gravitational energy, which means something's wrong with their singularity drive. And it's not inharmonic. It's not, because normally you guys can't detect them. This one you can detect because it's kind of doing this right now.
How close is it to the derelict?
How can 20 be a success and a complication when rolling lower is important, sir? Armagdud said that in the chat. Anyway, you know what? We'll argue about it later. We're playing the game right now. Rulings, not rules. So,
how close is the disturbance to the derelict?
5,000 meters.
And we started to experience a ship draining at what distance?
3,000 meters.
And how far are we now?
10,000.
Proceed to the disturbance within 1,000 at impulse.
Aye, sir. So you start moving towards the disturbance. Meanwhile, back on the derelict, you guys were panicking and freaking out about what you were going to do about this thing that's about to explode.
All right, Nevaeh, I need you to grab me a transplasmonic energy capacitor.
Of course, sir. And I will reach for his engineering
kit,
and I will look through it to see if there's one in there.
There is indeed one in there since you guys did this awesome backstage communication. I love it.
I reach into the pack and I hand it to him. Here you go, sir.
And how are you going to pull your miracle with this one, sir?
All right.
How are you going to do this? Nevaeh doesn't look like she might be freaking out, but maybe she is. You never know. She's young.
All right. So I'm going, clearly it's overloading because the energy isn't transferring properly. So I'm going to try and wedge this between the power packs and the battery pack so that it smooths out the energy flow into the battery pack.
I'm going to need 3 successes on that.
Okay.
Oh, if I'm assisting him, does that mean he gets an extra die?
He gets an extra die for the plasma Flaggendogger that he brought and that you got for him. That's going to be control plus engineering, sir.
Control plus engineering.
Yeah, like Victor said, duct tape and Cheetos.
Control plus engineering and how many momentum do we have?
3.
Cody, how many momentum?
We have 1.
Oh, fudge. You should pull one out of your ass just because.
You know what? I'm going to give Bear a threat so that I've got a momentum to bring me up to 4 dice.
Just in case.
And then I've also got I'm going to keep using my plasma power systems to go for bonus successes.
One momentum for power cells are more stable than the computer says. So look at that. You got yourself an extra momentum on that roll. Well done.
All ones, you are a wonderful man.
All ones found an extra reserve in his financial battery.
All right.
I just want to set the record straight before we do all this. So this money's going towards the Q suit, right?
Of course.
Okay. All right. I just want to get that clear. All right.
Of course. There's still 3 people that need to costume up long before I'm going to be in a Q suit. Just so
right. But just so we know, this so the audience know that these funds are going towards a good cause.
When you say Q suit, you mean like the first episode?
Yes. The Q judge suit.
Judge
yes.
Q.
Don't be surprised if I love that because Q. I have the biggest thing for Q.
One day we will have a stream where we're all fully in costume. I'll have the trill spots, everything.
All right.
We'll have to do the ears and we'll have to do the eyebrows. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, I'll just shave my eyebrows and go like this.
There you go.
I do have ears.
So I did.
Okay, hang on. Since the eyebrows are a permanent choice in some ways or long term, we'll just say Bunny has to do the ears. We can skip the eyebrows. Fair enough.
I'll try and do something with the eyebrows.
All right, Cody. We need Cody. Sorry, I keep because Chuck. Fuck, it keeps doing that to me. The C in my brain. Dyslexia sucks. Go ahead, Brion.
I got 3 successes, 5, 10, 13, and 17. So
how many successes did you needed?
You said 3.
So you succeeded. So you managed to like drain off the power and drain the overload back through the battery into the systems on the ship, which causes all those panels to start lighting up again. And where you're standing, Trowel, a panel comes on beside you, and suddenly you can see all the slow-moving Romulans that are on the ship, and then you can see this blue thing moving through the ship, heading your way.
Commander, I think we have a problem coming our way.
So Tal sits up and goes, "That would be the Seeker. And my head is killing me." Meanwhile, back on the ship, Captain, we're being hailed.
On screen.
So there's a Romulan sitting there. Sojourner, this is the Romulan Imperial ship Vastarum Neri. Are you in need of assistance?
I wonder if you would happen to know where one of our shuttlecraft might have disappeared to.
Ah, yes, the derelict abandoned vessel we discovered and recovered, of course, to return to the Federation and our allegiance.
Of course, very good. Then you could actually take it back to the derelict and leave it for our away team that you must not have scanned for. How strange that you wouldn't do that.
Indeed. As the and a Romulan Valdor class, which is the one from Nemesis. It's not quite the Warbird, but it's pretty broad and big. It's it's a match for a sovereign. You would not want to get into a tit fight with it. Let me just put it that way. It would hurt. And it just goes, "It would be our pleasure. Our scans show that your crew is located in one place. Would you like us to beam them to the shuttle for you?" It would be our pleasure.
I have not had any communication with my away team, so I'm not sure if they're prepared to be beamed.
A conundrum, to be sure. We shall return the shuttle to a safe place, and you may inform your team. If they encountered any of our away team, we would certainly appreciate knowing where they are.
Of course, I'm sure that if they did, that they are just fine.
Vastarum Neri out. And now you've got, so this is what pops up on your screen now. A Valdor, and then behind it in the distance, you can see the thing. I mean, it's bigger than the fucking Romulan as well. So it's a really like rock, hard place, us type of situation, but it's there. Captain, they have returned the shuttle to its original location. Sir, we're able to get communications back through the shuttle now that we have control. Oh, sorry, it's Conan. Sir, we're able to get communications back through the shuttle now.
Sending a message or
you can speak live. It's open to channel.
Oh, okay. What's the name? Reese.
So you guys all hear the bloop on her communication. She goes, "Reese here. Nice to hear you're alive, Sojourner."
Of course. There was never any doubt. By the way, your shuttle has been returned to you. You may leave at any time.
You heard the man. Let's go. No waiting. Out now.
Check the power cells on our spacesuits.
Sorry, what?
Check the power cells on our spacesuits.
They're not good. But Chuck, there are emergency transporters on the shuttle.
Oh.
You could tap into them from here and beam everybody to the goddamn shuttle.
Oh, wait, that might be bad. That's a bad idea. Wait, hold on. He could be saying that so that we get fucked.
No.
You're playing character.
I never
heard of Vulcan use
3 sessions she's played with me, and she's already learned the most valuable lesson ever.
He's trying to set us up for failure.
No, this is
Sorry,
this is-
Nevaeh. I think the universal translator is malfunctioning. I heard some foul language out of you. That's very atypical of Vulcans.
That was the Romulan.
that was the
To resume my conversation with Reese, we did have an interaction with a Romulan vessel. Are there any Romulan away team members that you have encountered on your mission?
Let the Romulans know we have their commander. We'll head to the shuttle and return to the Sojourner, and then we can figure out intergalactic diplomacy after, sir.
Proceed.
Very good. All right, you heard the man. Can you get us to the shuttle or not, Davison?
Yeah, let's. Well, you know what? The only thing we can do is try.
Control engineering 1 success is all you need, sir.
Control engineering 1 success. So I'll just roll 2 dice. 15 and 10, 2 successes.
So you're able to remotely activate the transporters and beam basically 4 at a time over. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7 of you. So it's 2 beams, and then you have everybody on the shuttle. Lee can easily you see now this Valdor sitting there, and Tal is like, "My ship lives." Good.
Oh, he's awake.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he woke up earlier.
Oh, you're
You're in the other room trying to save everybody's life when it happened.
I put him back to sleep.
So Lee's like, that Romulan ship's kind of getting in our way and doesn't want to, like, I can go around it, but one good tractor beam and we're stuck in space, gents and ladies.
All right. Reopen communication. Oh, I wouldn't.
No, you're there. So Tal then looks at you and says, looks at you, Trell, and goes, I give you my word. Open a channel to my ship. No trickery.
All right, I'm going to read his body language and just sort of get a read, get a feel for his sincerity. Is that security and insight?
Yeah, that'll be security and insight, and I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 threat. Because Romulans is Romulans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you need 5 successes to
Oh,
get a
Jesus
100%
Christ.
read on them.
Bye.
No, sorry, 4 successes. 4 successes. Sorry, 4.
And we have no more momentum, right?
No, we have one more.
Well,
Use it.
one more. I will. I'm just double checking. No, I don't have any
Can anybody assist?
irrigation abilities. So I'm rolling 3.
He's a
Hold on.
drow. It's in his name.
Do you have any values that would help you?
Values, no. Wait, I've got trust must be earned, so I don't trust him. No
That
being
helps.
his island, I don't think that applies. But I also have investigation as a focus. Does that count?
Yes, investigation would count for the focus.
And I have composure. I guess that would resist something. It wouldn't be about seeing
Yeah,
something.
that's
So
very true.
Investigation. So with momentum, that means I get 4 dice.
Who's playing in All One's Twilight 2000 game?
That's me.
Oh, well, there you go. You got a +1 momentum for him, sir.
Oh, so five dice. Thank
Good
you,
luck.
all one. I got a 1, an 8, a 4, a 6, and an 18.
Wow.
So that's 4, 5, 6. No, you rolled 5 dice. You got two that were at 2. So that's 4. And then what were the rest? So everything above 4 was what?
6, 8, and 18.
Is 8 under the number you needed?
I need a 15.
So that's 2. So that's 6 successes. What are you going to do with your extra 2 momentum?
Let's put it back into the pool.
Okay, so it goes in the pool. He's telling the truth. He's not looking to hurt anyone for sure.
All right. I nod to Commander Reese.
Just, all right, open the channel. So he's like, all right, opens the channel and he's like, Jolan True, Sub-Commander. Stand down, retreat, we are good. And then he says something in Romulan, and the greenish energy envelops him as he looks at you, Troll, and he goes, we shall meet again, opponent. As he gets beamed back onto his ship. Back on your ship, as the shuttle is coming, you see the Romulan ship cloak again, vanishing from in front of you. It's a hop, skip, and a jump back into the shuttle bay. As you start to think about maybe we should do something, your sensors are now on purpose, you're sure, picking up the 2 raptors are there as well. So there's you know where 2 Romulan ships are, and a much bigger one that you're not 100% sure where it is. But your crew is safely back on board. There is the question of the derelict and what you're going to do about that.
Captain, recommend warning buoys around the area.
Yes.
And this is what happens when you have vacation in the crew, right? They just wander around, hack up a hairball in the middle of a conference. It's just horrible.
It's the ship's alarm system.
Yeah. Yes, I think this is a good idea.
Very good. So I will deploy the buoys. So you fire off some warning buoys, and then Lee goes, Captain, with all permission, may I get us out of this place now?
Yes. Please return to Federation space.
Aye, sir. Turning us around and taking us home. Speed?
What's the allowable? Warp 5.
Aye, sir.
Commence.
Humans.
And that's where we end the session.
I just want to. Is there a way that we can mark like this part of the map as do not go over here ever?
That's what
the warning buoys are for. They're basically Federation warning buoys warning off any traffic in the area.
I was very distracted by my own ears.
The bonus
didn't hear
is
that.
they create a navigational marker now that everyone can detect, so it's something that can be
Okay, good. Great.
Until some Orions are free to come along and disable them, steal them, whatever.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so send me your votes on Discord for your MVPs for tonight, please.
I think I
Beans.
no.
Where are you? Who are you?
Bear.
He's not Bear in here though.
But he's but. Yeah, wait, what is your name on here? I can't find you.
Who?
You.
Bear.
Oh,
no, on
Bear, the Gen X GM.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Slarty Bart Fart. That's my name. All righty. Last time we went counterclockwise. I don't see a reason not to do it again. Mr. Trowell, Sean, who did you vote for and why?
Brian for the awesome technobabble.
I agree.
Blame the internet.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Dude, resources is resources. Favorite moment, sir?
Favorite moment? Let me see. I'm going to go with Navia doing the nerve pinch. Loves
It
me
was a
some
good
nerve
moment.
pinch.
It was a Star Trek moment of anything.
It was so good.
It was. The brawler distracts while the civilized one comes and goes, Nyet.
Just like beep, done.
I know that we did it all wrong, and I'll make sure to learn the combat rules for the next time we play. But I thought it went fucking fun, and it was good. All right, Brian, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Sean just for kind of taking charge and how he interacted with the Romulan commander. And for favorite moment, I'm going to have to give it to Bunny and her, awesome nerve pinch. It was great timing, and it let's be honest, it's just one of those quote unquote dumb little Star Trek things that you're just like, yeah, I like that.
Make your little geek heart happy. I agree.
Exactly.
Bunny, who's your MVP vote for the night?
I loved Chuck. I mean, I know that's not his name, but I just loved. I loved the technobabble. That was amazing, and and I loved us working together like that. That whole thing was my favorite. Well, that was one of my favorite things, but honestly, like the play of the game for me is my nerve pinch.
My favorite moment was me. Nothing wrong with that. You can, by the way, just so you guys all know, it's totally legit to vote for yourself as MVP if you want to go. I was the MVP because I'm awesome and I did this amazing thing. Like it's totally okay.
I want to vote for myself because I actually did okay this time around. Like I beat up
more than allowed to. I don't think anybody has a problem with that. Does anybody have a problem with her voting for herself as MVP?
Nope,
not one bit.
So there we go. Narcissism in full effect in Star Trek.
Yeah.
I was the best and I did the coolest thing. All right, cool. Cody, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Sean again because, contrary to popular belief, I think he's the best role player in this game, honestly. And he was staying in character.
I'm gonna blush drill spots.
He was staying in character the whole damn time, and I really appreciate that. Favorite moment was actually his encounters with the other Romulan commander, and especially there at the end when the Romulan, beams away and kind of threatens him. That was awesome.
It wasn't a threat. It was like a Roman salute. It was you are awesome. Worthy of my attention type of moment. It was good.
But all the encounters between him and the Romulan were great.
Yeah, they were good. I like the dynamic of the two of them. It's good. Set up a nice rivalry. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Chuck Davison.
Real quick, I think we need to make it, our in-game canon that when Trill blush, the spots change colors.
Okay, just stop your talking. All right. And we have a tie currently, 2 for Trow, 2 for Navia. Captain Novak, who is your MVP of the night?
Before he does, I want to give an honorable mention to All Ones for giving us all those threats. He was requesting a mention.
He did a really good job of giving you support and throwing complications at you at the same time. I got to give it up really for All Ones. Definitely well worth the effort.
Yeah. We want you back in the audience, All Ones.
And Rich. No. Captain, who's your MVP?
I chose Bunny.
Smart man. He knows where he sleeps.
No, it was great because she was starting to get into her character. She was very quick with her responses and so forth. That was really good.
I agree.
And then now, my favorite moment, I've been racking my brain trying to remember. When it happened, I was sitting there going, "Oh, this is my favorite moment. This is my favorite moment." It's gone. But there was something where you, Bear, were acting as someone, and it was very funny the way you were doing it. We were all laughing.
Zimmer on the speed juice.
Yes, that was it. That was it. Thank you. Yes, you got it. My second favorite moment was actually getting to have that smart, I don't know what the right word is, but smarmy conversation with the captain of the other ship.
The sub commander. Yeah. This little 2 cold warriors all of a sudden having a nice conversation where they're both like, I know what the fuck you're up to. I know what the fuck you're up to.
Right.
It was really good. And in fact, I'm going to say, I love the neck pinch. I loved all the techno babble. I loved the action trowel, getting an enemy moment. I loved all that stuff. But honestly, my favorite moment was the captain walking through the ship.
That was fun to think about, yeah.
It's Novak starting to become the captain. As opposed to the commanding officer, he's now starting to become the captain of the crew. He's starting to sow the seeds of the respect the crew must give him. So that was kind of groovy for me. Guys, fantastic job. This was a pickup game because we missed last Tuesday. We will be playing in 1 week on our normal rotation. So we'll be back in 1 week with episode 3. This wraps up Web of Darkness. I can't wait to see what we're going to have happen next. Thank you, everybody who hung out in the chat with us. Thank you to the players. You guys did a great job. It was an absolute pleasure running this session. You know what? If you're watching this on the replay, thank you as well for taking the time. Please go down into the comments and tell us who your MVP was and what your favorite moment was. And everyone who contributed, because there was a bunch of people threw money at them tonight to make sure they succeeded. Thank you so much. That is awesome. It really felt good to see the audience engaged to try and steer the story and make it go in good ways. And I really appreciate that a lot. And it's going to eventually end with me dressed up like Q. So good thing I'm going back to the gym.
Cast eventually, yeah.
All right. Live long and prosper, everybody, and we will see you again in 1 week's time. No shilling this time. We just go straight to credits.